over time, women start to lose their creativity, their joy, their softness, their patience, their spark, their intuition, their playfulness, their libido, their identity outside of being the strong one. And feminine exhaustion causes a woman to shrink. She stops dreaming, she stops receiving, she stops asking for support, she stops letting herself be held. She forgets who she was before she became everything for everyone. Welcome back to Stuck to Scaling. I'm Lori, and today we're talking about something every woman I coach has felt: feminine energy exhaustion, and why women feel everything, carry everything, and slowly lose themselves in the process emotionally, mentally, and physically. If you're listening and already exhaling, thinking, yeah, that's me, this episode is for you. Women don't burn out from tasks. They burn out from carrying the emotional weight of everyone around them. It's things like remembering everyone's appointments, keeping the household running, sensing tension before it becomes conflict, checking in on everyone's feelings, preparing, coordinating, anticipating, being the emotional stabilizer, keeping the peace, holding the relationship together, absorbing the stress he refuses to talk about, balancing work, family, goals, health, aging, hormones, all at once, pretending they're fine when they're not. It's not that women do too much, it's that they feel too much. Their nervous system is in a constant state of emotional management for everyone but themselves. So feminine energy doesn't get exhausted from effort, it gets exhausted from over responsibility. And feminine exhaustion is sneaky. It starts as, I'll just handle it. I'll take care of it. It's easier if I do it myself. It's fine. I'm fine. But over time, women start to lose their creativity, their joy, their softness, their patience, their spark, their intuition, their playfulness, their libido, their identity outside of being the strong one. And feminine exhaustion causes a woman to shrink, not outwardly, but internally. She stops dreaming, she stops receiving, she stops asking for support, she stops letting herself be held. She forgets who she was before she became everything for everyone. And let's be honest, most women don't want to be this strong. They just didn't have any other choice. They became hyper dependent because they were let down before, maybe a few times. No one followed through. If they didn't do it, it didn't get done. Asking for help felt like weakness. Or they learned early on, don't be a burden. So now, even when support is available, they don't reach for it. Not because they don't deserve help, but because receiving feels unsafe. And this is the heartbreaking part. The more a woman steps into masculine responsibility, the more exhausted her feminine becomes. She becomes the leader, the planner, the fixer, the doer, the organizer, but loses access to her softness, her flow, her intuition, her pleasure. She becomes functional, but not fulfilled. But here's the truth. You cannot rest your way back into feminine energy. You reconnect your feminine by letting yourself be supported. Feminine energy heals through being heard, being understood, being held, being cared for, being cherished, feeling safe to soften, letting emotions move through, not carrying everyone alone, receiving instead of giving, expressing instead of suppressing. Feminine energy doesn't need a vacation. It needs permission to slow down without guilt. It needs space to breathe, to create, to feel, to just be. And women don't need to do less, they need to carry less. So here's how a woman begins to heal feminine exhaustion. Say the hard sentence, I need help. Stop pretending you're fine when you're not. Boundaries, like actual boundaries, not hints, not hopes, not silent resentment. Let people show up for you, even if it's imperfect. Release the belief that being strong is the only way to stay safe. Make space for things that fill you, not drain you. Reconnect with pleasure, not productivity. A woman who protects her feminine energy becomes more powerful, not less. Because when a woman rises in her softness, she rises in her brilliance. So if you're listening and thinking, this is literally my whole life, please hear this. You were never meant to carry everything. You were meant to feel supported, cherished, held, and partnered. You don't need to prove your strength to anyone. Your softness is allowed. Your needs are allowed. You are allowed. So if this episode spoke to your heart, share it with another woman who has been carrying the world on her shoulders. And join me again tomorrow for another episode of Stuck to Scaling.